Hey guys, Kaze here. Welcome back. We're back with more Destiny's Princess. We're back, of course, with Nobunaga, and we're back in Chapter 5, Cruelty and the Beast. He's kind of cruel, isn't he? Unwed. Rokaku? That's right, my princess. The Rokaku clan. What a weird name. Were they our enemies? Yeah, they were our sworn enemies. Then again, it was roughly 100 years ago. We live peacefully now because our ancestors defeated them. Then we don't have to fight anymore? I wonder. Even if the war starts, I'll protect Kaze. Don't worry. How reliable. A dream? It was a dream of my real father and brother. We were told of the history of our sworn enemy. It's been a long time. Even though I was only supposed to be a few years ago, it felt like an eternity ago. Just like I thought, I can't remember their faces or their names. Even in my dreams, I couldn't remember anything about my real father and brother. I couldn't even recognize the voices I heard in my dream after I had wakened. The only thing I faintly remembered was the conversation we had. But why did I dream that? I heard a bird singing outside. There was no one who could answer my question. The skirmishes against the demons continued over and over. Neither party suffered a devastating blow, but even saying that, there were casualties. They were fighting to reduce each other's numbers. The demons increased and decreased their forces over and over again. Hanabe and Kotaro were investigating a way to take out the leader, but I hadn't heard the results. I've gotten used to the fact that demons are around. Is that really true? Does that mean you don't mind if demons continue living here? Of course not. We can't have that. The provisions were slowly diminishing. As long as the people couldn't return to the village, this year's harvest would be slim. The country was truly falling into ruin. We are holding out just fine, but some people have suggested leaving the castle and fleeing. Either way, it's only a matter of time. After I let out a sigh, I suddenly realized something. Hey, now that I think about it, why did you summon 5 people to help me? There's nothing wrong with more numbers. That may be, but Nobunaga told me he could do it all by himself. Wasn't he being too conceited? You think so? I didn't think so. The man behaved like a fool, but his ideas were unfathomable. But what was the basis for choosing those people? Oh, are you not satisfied with the people I chose? That's not it, but you didn't choose them based on the people I loved, right? I was never close to some of the vassals you switched out. I never had a decent conversation with the man Masamune switched places with, and I never even met the person Kotaro switched with, much less seen him. I don't understand why you replaced those people. Someday I'll talk to you about those things. Then there's some logic behind this madness? Of course. It may not look it, but I think about all kinds of difficult things. Right. I think he has nothing better to do, right? I couldn't trust how much this was true. Do be careful, princess. If those people return back to normal, they might up and leave you. Back to normal. In other words, if their memories returned, I had to be cautious. I still needed their help. Huh? Then why hasn't he gone back yet? Nobunaga had known his memories were fake. Who are you talking about? I don't even know. I don't know if someone's listening in on us, so I told you I won't mention any names. Not to mention, you should already know who. We were close enough to see, right? The scarab started to clatter as the dagger was laughing. Well, that man has a strong will and is extraordinarily determined. So you're saying that if you have a strong enough willpower, they can stay? It's possible. It's because he hasn't returned all of his memories yet. Remember, not returned. Honestly, I don't know why either. I'm not lying now. I see. It felt like Nobunaga had more to ask me, but I hadn't heard from him since then. I continued like that until morning, and my eyes were wide open. Huh? Father has gone out to the front lines. Yes, he did it early this morning. He took a few troops and left all of a sudden. I wonder if his injury is okay. Yes, according to the page, it was considerably better. I heard he's recently been swinging his sword around as well. I see. The handmaiden left and I was left in my room alone. All I could think about was Nobunaga. Then again, I have nothing to do until he comes back. That's right. I suddenly realized something and started to speak. Why would I call Kotaro? The dagger's at least on me. I'm assuming Kataro's somewhere nearby. Katara! But I thought Nobunaga ran out. I guess, whatever. We'll call Nobunaga. Nobunaga. I heard something after I unintentionally called for him. There's no way he could reply. Nobunaga was out on a skirmish, because why not? I'm going to call his name because I'm thinking about him. That's why I'm going to call out his name. Not to mention, even if he was in the castle, he would be close enough to answer anyway. Jeez, I'm acting so silly. No one was around, but I made an excuse and I called out to the person I originally wanted. Kotaro. There's no reply throughout the entire room. Kotaro, you're there, aren't you? I know full well you are. Does that mean that in this room I already knew he's watching me and I'm just like, whatever? I won't get mad at you, so come out quietly. You won't? You say you won't get mad, yet you already sound angry. From some unknown place, Kotaro's voice, whistling a voice, echoed in the room. If you don't come out, I'll just get angrier. Just come out. A little bit after I shouted, Kotaro appeared in the middle of the room. Aye, Kotaro, I'm here at your beck and call, princess. My beck and call? Yeah, right. He was here after all. I thought he was, but I didn't know for sure. But for a princess, how did you figure out I was hiding? My presence should have been completely hidden. I glared at Kotaro. It's because father knew I had talked to my dagger inside my room. It's a ninja's job to investigate things like that, isn't it? If he's going to use ninja, then I thought he would surely use you, the leader of the pack. I am his daughter, after all. He couldn't leave the responsibility for someone else, could he? Kotaro smiled and provoked me with his rude tone. Oh, it looks like you found me out. There's nothing I can do. You're so smart, princess. Jeez, what's with that manner of speaking? It's annoying. You liked it before. Whoa there, you don't need to glare at me with such a scary face. I'm Lord Nobunaga's servant. If my master Nobunaga orders me to, I'll have to investigate, no matter what. Kotaro wasn't being shy. How much do you know? I can't say. My master told me to keep quiet. I can't recklessly spill my secrets now, can I? But you've been careful lately not to talk about anything careless. So, I don't know a whole lot. In actuality, I've been cautious. I'd spoken carefully in case someone was listening. On top of that, I made sure to never let go of the dagger. Even if you say you're being cautious, you don't have a lot of physical strength, right? It looks like Lord Nobunaga wants to get a hold of your dagger. Please do be careful. Whose side are you on? I smiled bitterly. It sounded like Kotaro was warning me about something. Well, Lord Nobunaga is the leader of the Fuma clan. Thanks to him, my men can eat. Well, that is true. But you know, personally, I say I'm on your side, princess. Oh, how come? I wonder why. Kotaro put his hands behind his head and started to grin. Well, either way, the dagger seems to be quite valuable. I understand why you don't want to lose it. For some reason, Nobunaga seems dangerous. Oh, I guess you can say that about your master. I don't really mind. He won't kill me if he heard I said it. He'd only want to kill someone if they were useless. Kotaro smiled, full of confidence. More importantly, Lord Nobunaga's wound's a lot better now. Something big might be underway soon. Something big? Is it any way related to today's skirmish? Don't tell me they found a way to defeat the head demon. Well, I'm not sure if I can reveal that right now. You should ask him yourself. Kotaro frowned after he spoke. But if you go ask him, be on guard. For some reason, it looks like Lord Nobunaga wants to woo you. Oh, we know this, thank you. I felt like I was tacked off guard and stood there silently, and Kotaro tilted his head. I don't really know the details because I've only been in the castle for a few days, but, well, it's kind of complicated, right? Yeah, I guess. There was no way I could tell him that we weren't related by blood. If I did, everyone in the castle who had their memories altered would insist we were related. To them, that was the truth. Kotaro sat cross-legged and scratched his head vigorously. Naturally, no one would accept that. Despite that, Nobunaga is playing it cool. You have it rough, don't you, princess? He had a meek smile on his face as if he was trying to comfort me. Thank you, Kotaro. Not bothered by it. I don't tend to be wooed. I think he's not going to give me much of a choice, is he? But it's okay. I don't tend to be wooed by him. I looked down and murmured lightly. Oh, I did not murmur that at all. I'm so sorry. I was right being swayed by him, not in the least. He was a vulgar drunk and always talked in a loud voice. Not to mention, everyone around us fully believed we were father and daughter. Kotaro disappeared once again, and I thought about things alone in my room. If the demons disappear, will everyone leave as well? The reason everyone was in a hurry might have been because they found a way to defeat the demons. Nobunaga told me when they finished they would go back. That was why he yearned for a way to stay. Of course, it would be better if they left. If he stayed in this world, the flames of war would rage until his life ended. I was sure of it. I was now confident about that. I was sure there was a type of man he was. There was no way I could let someone so dangerous stay in this world. That night, Nobunaga didn't return. I stared at the ceiling absentmindedly in my futon while I couldn't sleep. For some reason, I couldn't sleep even if I closed my eyes. I kept thinking about pointless things. I thought about when we went on an excursion some time ago and when he hugged me from behind. Then I thought about the time he undid my kimono and how his hands crawled inside. I felt my body suddenly got hotter. I breathed out the warmth. My feet felt itchy and I couldn't calm down. Hey, I switched the dagger on by my chest. Is Nobunaga all right? Do you know? Let me see, I wonder. Oh, could it be you don't know? I thought you would be more useful. It's useless trying to provoke me. If I don't want to tell you something, I won't tell you no matter what. You bully. How unexpected. You seem very worried about Lord Nobunaga. Kotaro, you're still in my freaking room. Get out. I could hear him, but I couldn't see him. I jumped up after hearing his abrupt voice. You are still here? Well, yeah, I'm here to guard you after all. More importantly, princess, could it be your feelings for Lord Nobunaga are... I'm not answering. For just a moment, I couldn't answer. Don't be stupid. There's no way that's true. Yeah, as if I was just a little worried, that's all. Kotaro seemed to doubt me, which made me angry. What's with that tone? I'm not lying. Plus, when he comes back, he'll probably come after my dagger again. I was worried about that, and... Oh, was it really about that? The dagger spoke in such a hazy voice. If he asks you to hand me over him next time, make sure you hand me over. Huh? But then... Didn't I tell you? I don't have much power left in me. Huh? Not to mention, when I was sealing the dagger, I was told I'd be set free after granting 10 wishes. Soon, I'll be on the 10th wish. Then, even if I give you to my father, he won't be able to do anything, right? Yes. Give me to him. If you do, he won't be able to tease you anymore. Tease? I could hear Kotaro's suspicious voice from somewhere in the room. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. But it's okay. Good night. I pretended to sleep and closed my eyes. But I couldn't believe the dagger had no power left within it. Even if demons attacked me again, it wouldn't be able to save me like I did last time. Princess, Lord Nobunaga has returned. Her voice echoed behind my door a few hours after we had begun pretending to sleep. I rushed to the hallway, still in my pajamas. And how's father? According to the watchman, he's returned safely. Is he? Thank goodness. I realized something from the bottom of my heart. Why am I so happy? Didn't I think he was a big, nasty fool? Then why... I quickly got changed and rushed to the front gate. The vassals already gathered there. There were a few missing. I didn't see Yukimura anywhere. Nobunaga passed through the gate and entered, and he handed the horse's rein to a servant. Nobunaga looked at everyone gathered around and laughed fearlessly. My friends, we went into the demon's nest. For a moment, everyone was silent as if they were caught off guard. Then slowly started to make a fuss like ripples moving in the water. The noise gradually got louder and it turned into a big commotion. Of a demon's nest? I couldn't believe it. I never thought something like that could exist. Then the real leader is over there? Without a doubt. I have no idea about who the one behind all this is. Yeah. The vassals sounded surprised. They also cheered. The vassals yelled, "Hooray for Nobunaga! Hooray!" Nobunaga's voice suddenly turned grim. You fools, it's too early to be cheering. With his thundering voice, everyone became silent. Don't relax just yet. The real battle is about to begin. In a few days, I'll launch our final attack. Take that to heart. Yes, my lord. It was apparent the vassals all felt the same way. Looked at him from afar, run. I missed you. Father! I rushed to the front. I'm also daughter, so why not? Oh, Kaze. Nobunaga smiled and took long strides toward me. Thank goodness, it doesn't look like he's injured anywhere. I was relieved seeing his magnificent stride. He then suddenly grabbed my chin. What are... Nobunaga lifted my chin and investigated all around my face. Oh, so you dressed quickly and came rushing out here, huh? You also look pale. Were you so worried about me that you couldn't sleep? Don't be stupid. Yes. I freed myself from his grip and argued back at him. At any rate, my face was hot. Nobunaga laughed hurriedly and bent forward. He came close to me and stared at my face. My tomboy has become so feminine all of a sudden. What a gentle face. I didn't change or anything. Enough. Don't say another word, no matter what you say. It sounds like an excuse. More importantly, you heard, right? We found the demon's nest. I looked up at Nobunaga and nodded earnestly. Wait for a while. I will grant your wish myself. Don't worry. I won't make you wait that long. I'll avenge your real father, brother, and vassals for you. You sound so reliable. It emitted powerfully throughout my body. Yes. I nodded. I had to accept it. Somewhere in my heart I was truly attached to him. To this big, unheard of man. To a man who was as strong as a wild beast. And then I will accompany you when you launch the assault. The vassals around us started to clamor about this as well, and Nobunaga's eyes opened wide as well. Oh, you're quite determined. But don't you think you're just getting in the way? That may be true. However, if I become a burden, I don't mind if you abandon me where I stand. Impressive. You really are determined, but why did you come up with that idea? Do you remember the day we went out on the excursion? You told me to take out the remaining demon. You told me to take out those who brought this calamity to my nation with my own hands. I have grown tired of just sitting and waiting. Nobunaga had a faint smile on his face as he gazed at me. His smile deepened and his loud voice echoed from within his chest. Nicely said. I like you even more now. Uh-huh. My voice spun, and I felt like my feet were floating. I was face to face with Nobunaga. He was holding me up and smiled close to me. I've made up my mind. I'll make you mine after all. Why did you just say that out loud? His lips came closer. I tried to push him away, but he wouldn't let me resist. Our lips touched deeply. Very deeply. What? The vassals shocked voices. I struggled to get away, but his hands were stronger and they bound my body. The more I struggled, the deeper his lips violated me. Before I knew it, I lost all strength. The hand I tried to push away was now limp. Even when I pushed my frail fingernails into his chest, it didn't even leave a scratch mark. Our lips finally parted. I felt dizzyingly and couldn't see Nobunaga's face. The Lord really is a giant fool. I heard someone spout those words, but Nobunaga didn't feel guilty. He laughed in return. Oh, and what of it? Let us go, princess. While carrying me lightly, Nobunaga and I trotted into the castle. Oh, God. Everyone's like, the fuck just happened? Our lord has lost his brain cells. When no one was around, I spoke to him in a soft voice. Please let me down. It's fine. Let me hold you. I'm asking you to let me down. This time, after I pushed him away, I fell down and somehow held my ground. What exactly were you thinking? Did I do something to anger you? Does my opinion not matter to you? What, you don't like it? That isn't true, is it? He asked me curiously. My face became hot again. If you're not interested in me, I won't meddle in your business any longer. Try saying it. How do you feel about me? I think if he used my phone. Well, obviously we're attracted to him. We're getting hot and bothered by everything he does. You're likable, but you're my dad. So wait, stop, please. Not in front of everybody, at least. I think you're likable. I think you're likable. I answered honestly after behaving like I did. All I could do was accept it. Nobunaga smiled. Oh? But we're father and daughter. We're actually father and daughter. You know that very well. Even if we think that way, the others won't. Ha? Nobunaga exhaled and laughed with his nose. And Basil's eyes only see so far. If you worry too much about how others see you, you'll miss out on what you need to achieve. I don't care what they think about me. Nobunaga took a step toward me. My life is my own. I'll do with it as I want. I'll drink when I want to drink and eat when I want to eat. And I'll embrace when I want to embrace. Oh, okay. My body was burning and Nobunaga suddenly loosened my presence and took a step forward back. Let's postpone this for another time. I'm very fond of you. Therefore, I'll give you your time. I'll embrace you next time. He told me as he walked past me, and he went deeper into the castle. I heard his footsteps get further and further away, and when they completely disappeared, the strength of my legs drained outward. I'll embrace you next time. When was that? Tonight? Tomorrow? After the battle? Either way, I was sure he meant the next time he wanted to embrace me. What a man. I was sure I decided to obey that man. I shut my lips. I couldn't feel the traces left by his lips. Oh, my freaking God. That was... wow. Just wow, Daddy Dearest. Wow. That's all I can say is just wow. All right, then. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next chapter, chapter 6. I'll see you guys then. And, yeah, let me know what you thought about all that. Okay, bye, guys.